What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we're getting caught up on Absolute Flash, issue number 5. This is Flash versus Heatwave. Throughout the last 5 issues, we've been slowly but surely getting introduced to the rogue gallery of the Flash. And right now, in front of Wally, we have Mick Rory, aka Heatwave. But like, we have not seen him before, because Heatwave in the Absolute Universe is a literal lava monster. And Wally West, he can't move. He is absolutely petrified. He thinks to himself, is this how I die? Is this how it ends? But Wally also feels like, almost like he knows him, as if there's some kind of connection. And so when Heatwave reaches out, so does Wally. With the electricity going everywhere, he thinks, I've been considering that this guy is the monster, but what if I am? What if I'm the monster? With a jolt of electricity, it shoots Heatwave back. And Heatwave, he tells him that hurt. And that's when Heatwave, he fills up this tunnel with lava. Had not it been for Wally's quick thinking, him and Grodd make it on top of the ceiling, doing a complete 360 and making it down to safety. Grodd is telepathically telling Wally to help him, but Wally can't control his powers. Just like in the desert, just like with Barry. He doesn't know why, but he feels like he's coming apart. He refuses to let this happen again, so Wally takes off. And because of this, Heatwave makes his way to the surface. This just so happens to be where both Linda and Mr. Digby are. And so with Rory making his entrance to the surface, we pick up with Dr. Thawne. She's here to let Captain Cold and the others know that we have a lock on Grodd and the West Boy. They're currently in Central City, but she also informs them that there's something you need to know. They believe that Grodd has led the boy to a former comrade, Mick Rory. And Cold, he's thrown off by this. He was told that Rory died, that he didn't survive the tests. This means that Thawne has been lying. Now he wants to know what else she's been lying about. What else is she keeping secret? And Dr. Thawne tells him that things are evolving very quickly, and she's prepared to tell all 4 of them all the information on Project Olympus, of their end goals. But first, they have to get Wally West. Now, down in the tunnels, we have Wally. At this point, he's just freaking out. Grodd is doing everything he can to comfort him, to let him know that he's not alone, that it's gonna be okay, that he doesn't have to be scared. Right now, Heatwave needs Wally West. And it's not what you can do, but it's what we can do. What we can do together. And Grodd giving him the confidence that he needs. He gets up, he grabs his backpack, and he pulls out that suit. The one that Barry had been wearing. With Wally West suiting up, he gets up to the surface, and he stops Heatwave from hurting anybody. He tells Mr. Dibney to get out of here, to run while he has the chance. And as Wally stands against Heatwave, he doesn't know how this works. He doesn't know how to stop this thing, but Grodd's telling him, you don't need to stop him. You need to help him. Take his heat away. And as Wally's lightning shoots out in all directions, not only does it encapsulate Heatwave, but we see it shoot Wally somewhere else. And as Wally gets up to his feet, he can hear a voice calling out to him. As he looks around, he's asking who's there, trying to figure out what it could be. He sees a hand reaching out to him, and as it goes to grab him, this hand disappears. Wally finds himself back in the land of the living. As he looks over, we see that Heatwave, naked on the ground. He is burnt out. At least for the time being, his meta power is not active. But this is where Wally, he runs. Helicopters above head, him and Grodd get out of here. Now, back at base, Colonel West, he's pissed. Thawne has been keeping things from him, and all of this has caused his son to turn into a metahuman more or less. Because of this, Colonel West wants answers. These answers, they lead him to a secret location. They lead him to a spaceship, one that is slowly being pulled apart. But as he goes into another room, what he finds is that this spaceship, it appeared to have occupants. And now these occupants are in huge vats. Dr. Thawne has been keeping a lot of secrets. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. For me, I definitely am enjoying Absolute Flash. I wish it were moving a little bit quicker. I wish the comics were a little bit longer. But it feels like they're really taking their time with the Flash comic. You know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, they all kind of just jump into things. But when it comes to Wally West, it's really taking him a long time. The truth is that he's just a kid that's absolutely terrified of this power. He has no idea what's going on. He doesn't understand anything. If it were not for Grodd, Wally would probably be screwed. And like everything else in the Absolute Universe, things have changed up. And that means Mick Rory has changed up. Instead of him being a dude with a heat gun, he is heat. He is lava. And this appears to come from some kind of experimentation. We have to assume that this is coming from whatever Dr. Thawne's alien experiments are. And thus, this is giving people powers. And so as we have the rise of Wally West Rogue Gallery, there is one thing that happens in this comic I absolutely love. And it's that Linda, she quickly recognizes that that is Wally in the suit. That his costume is not disguising him. This is in fact Wally West, and she picks up on this almost immediately. When it comes to Barry, I really think that he's trapped in the Speed Force. We keep seeing a hand reach out to him. We see Wally whisked away into this magical type landscape. We got to assume that this is the Speed Force. We got to assume that this is him trying to connect. Barry trying to let him know what's going on. Trying to reach out in whatever manner he can because he's stuck. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. I'm really excited to see all of our heroes start mashing together. You know, they have long-term plans. If you guys have been paying attention to the San Diego Comic-Con, they got some long-term plans for this story arc. This isn't just gonna be a quick 1 year, you know, and the story ends. From what I see, the whole knockout thing is gonna be a part of it. It's all gonna be like the beginning with the Absolute Universe. So, by all accounts, this stuff is just prequel. This is all story building. This is us getting to the main event kind things, and I'm here for it. You know, I think Marvel and DC, they needed a shakeup, and I think Ultimate and Absolute Universe, respectively for each individual company, has just done a fantastic job of lighting a fire underneath the comics, the big two, and really bringing us some great stories. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with the Absolute Universe, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything that is going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you're getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, please do me the favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.